I'll try and make this instant reaction quite short because we got some film that we gonna look at, not too much because this fight didn't have too much going on. The most surprising thing about this fight is that Charlo's chin held up, but his heart didn't. I thought if anything, his heart was gonna make this a fun fight. I thought he was gonna open up a lot more. I thought he was gonna try and hurt Canelo. I thought he was gonna come with that dog in him as a lion, as he called himself, and he was gonna come in there and try and prove everybody wrong and try and prove that he was great. But he didn't. His performance didn't live up to those expectations, you know, and he had the energy all before, but I guess when he got in there, it felt different. Everybody got a plan until they get punched in the face. But another surprising thing, the strength difference. And I noted in my pre-fight breakdown, I was like, okay, when Charlo is trying to duck and smother and clinch up Castaño will use that forearm frame to push him off, make room, make space, continue the action. Canelo was doing that. Canelo was bullying him. That's probably the title of this video, is Canelo Bullies Charlo, because this performance was this was crazy. Like like what I stopped at this moment just to, like, you got Canelo walking him down, like 5'7", leaned over, hunched over, hands down, and Charlo wouldn't even throw a jab. Like it was quite the frustrating fight to watch because Charlo could have gave more. And he showed he could eat some of Canelo's shots. He ate a huge uppercut. He ate a huge cross. He ate the one cross and uppercut, and he took a knee maybe because he felt like he needed time to recover. But Charlo was never really in too much trouble in this fight, and that's because he didn't put himself in any danger. He didn't take any risk, and so that's what makes it disappointing. Because Charlo, I know Charlo is a dog, and I know that he comes there to prove people wrong and to grind, you know. Derek James kept telling him, hey, he's tired, go out there, blah, blah, blah. I thought when Canelo was slowing down, getting tired, I thought Charlo was going to try and turn up something, try and get to Canelo, but nah, that didn't happen. And Charlo's stamina held up. He put on that extra weight, or he allowed the extra weight to stick, and he still was able to move around the entire fight, because that's exactly what he did for 12 rounds. He was, by the way, let's clarify this. People always say, this fighter's running, this fighter's doing that. A fighter is running when they aren't committing to any action. It's not running if you're on the back foot and you punching. There's some fighters that are on the back foot often and they punching and they working. Charlo wasn't working. This was a lot of running. You'll see Canelo with his hands down just like this, but Canelo had no respect for Charlo basically the whole fight, because Charlo never made him earn his respect. It was just a really weird fight, the type of fight where people might say something's wrong with Charlo, and they might be right. I don't know, but if something's wrong with him, it's something mentally. It's not a physical thing. He had all the physical tools. He looked fast. He looked sharp. That jab was there. That jab was there. It was an available option. It was working. He was stabbing to the body. Whenever he was opening up, he was having success. Because like I said about this version of Canelo, he still isn't like how he was a few years ago. He wasn't really moving his head that much. His offense was basically 1-1-4 or 1-4. Sometimes a 1-2, sometimes a left hook to the body. Like he had like 3 things he relied on offensively. So this Canelo was still very basic. I thought when he came out bouncing, he was going to do more dynamic stuff. He really was a basic ass Canelo, and Charlo didn't know what to do. Maybe it was the speed, maybe it was the moment. I don't know what it was, but he was the inferior man in that ring. There's no excuses, because he came in there, he thought he was gonna win. He stood in there, he didn't do anything to win. He wasn't the better man. It's that simple, you know. Canelo, not only was he not the better man, he got bullied, and that was a very disappointing performance, you know, especially from the eyes of somebody who I wanted Charlo to do good, because I feel like he gets too much disrespect, and I feel like he's a top tier champion, undisputed in his division. But I guess he came up and it hit different. So that's about all. We're gonna do some breakdown hopefully tonight, and then yeah, we'll get up out of here. Immortality Serum out.